never ever would have imagined or ever signed up to be a part of. But having both lost a child, my family and I lost our little girl, Maria Sue, on May 21st of 2008. About 8 days after her 5th birthday. She was our youngest of 6 children, our youngest of 3 adopted daughters from China. She was from China. One of the many things about walking through something like this, you learn what things are and what things aren't comforting and encouraging. And having stood on that other side so many times, having been one of those in a long line, getting ready to meet the person who's standing there beside the casket of a loved one, and what do you say and what do you not say, and all those questions. But there were a few words spoken, very just perfectly timed, placed words. And of those, probably at the very top of that list, were words that were actually spoken from Greg Laurie in an email that he sent me just within the first few days after Maria went to heaven and before his son went to heaven. Greg would say to me, "Steve, I want to encourage you to remember that Maria is a much greater part of your future than she is of your past." And that is the hope of the gospel wrapped up in a sentence, basically. That we have this hope as an anchor, the hope of our future. So I think for me to hear that and to remember the words of the Apostle Paul saying, our hope isn't in this life. It's not for this life. If it is, we're foolish. We're to be pitied. He said our hope is in the promises of God and the life that is to come, and that hope of heaven that we have.
Heaven is the face of a little girl with dark brown eyes that disappear when she smiles. And heaven is a place where she calls my name and says, "Daddy, please come play with me for a while." And God, I know it's so much more, so much more. And God, you know that this is what I'm longing for. And God, you know I just can't see beyond the door. So right now, heaven is the sound of her breathing deep, lying in my arms, fast asleep while I sing. Heaven is the weight of her in my arms, being there to keep her safe from harm while she dreams. And God, I know it's all of this and so much more. And God, you know that this is what I'm aching for. And God, you know I just can't see beyond the door. But in my mind's eye, I can see a place where your glory fills every empty space. All the cancer is gone, every mouth is fed, and there's no one to love in the orphan's bed. Every lonely heart finds the one true love, and there's no more goodbyes, no more not enough, and no more enemy, no more. Heaven is a sweet maple syrup kiss and 1,000 other little things I miss with her gone. Heaven is the place where she takes my hand and she leads me to you, and we both run into your arms. And God, I know it's so much more than I can dream, and it's far beyond anything I can conceive. So God, you know I'll trust in you until heaven face of my little girl. Heaven in the face of my little girl.